Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bake Easy with JD. Thank you for joining us once again. I love you. God bless you. So, on your screen, you can see this beautiful cake made for one of our lovely boy just clocked in. So, I'll be showing you in few minutes how this cake was made, how it was decorated, rather. So, enjoy, sit back and enjoy how we decorated this. I love you. Thank you for joining us once again. So let's go. So first of all, I made the dough rod together with the board. So using our glue gun because the cake is going far and I don't want any shifting from one side to the other. So I used the glue gun to attach the dowel rod into the board for stability. So here I added glucose on the board so that it can make the cake more firmer, to stick more firmer to the board. So there I'm trying to get the middle of the cake so that it will be easy when putting it through the dowel rod. You can see that. You can also use buttercream on the board to before adding the cake, just to make the cake stick somehow. Yeah, that's it. So I'm trying to trim off the hair, the top of the cake. So there I added the strawberry flavor buttercream, just as asked by my clients. So it's buttercream, so I just added some few things of pink and strawberry flavor. So there, that's it. The vanilla cake is there. The second is the strawberry flavor cake. So I'm trying to trim off the edge also. So that is it what I'm doing over there. So this really helps to take off the first layer of the cake. I added another buttercream also. So when you're layering your cake, you do all these and it really helps in the stability of the cake. So that's me doing the third layer of the cake, gently sliding it through the dough rod, and at the same time making sure it's centered so as to avoid too much trimming, because if it's not centered, the trimming of the edges will be much. So that's me trimming off the top edge again so that we can see the full view. So that's the last layer there. That's the real velvet cake. So I'm trying to adjust it so it can be centered. You can see that. So all this stacking is very necessary when you are doing stacking your cake. So here's me trimming off the edges for that perfect side, because this is a fondant cake and we want as much as possible for the edges to be straight. So I've done that. You can see the fine layers coming out. So I'm trying to fine tune it so that it can be okay. So don't mind the cake. You don't say you're wasting the cake. It does happen to me also, because I have said, I'm cutting off cake. But you can go away with that when you're doing buttercream cake. But for fondant cake, you have to trim. You have to trim because the edges must be fine. It must be straight. Okay. So there, I'm trying to seal off each layer so that there will be no bulging out. So that's me using scraper to scrape it to make it stay on the cake, because it's a thick buttercream, so that there will be no lines showing on my fondant after the decoration. So quickly after doing that, I will be adding buttercream, from coating it quickly. So that's the remaining pink. I'm adding it to the remaining buttercream. So I'll be using it quickly to crumb coat the cake. So you can see that. That's very important, so that this buttercream is what will make your fondant attach to the cake. So without it, the fondant will not stay. It will just fall off. So you can coat it with buttercream and fine tune it to make the our final look of the fondant cake better. So that's what we are doing here. We're trying to do the crumb coating. So don't skip a step, please. Don't say you want to go straight to the fondant. You can see that. Let's go. So here I've done it quickly, and you can see I'm trying to check if there's any bulge or where I skipped. So after that, you use your scraper to scrape it off to make it so smooth. Okay, meanwhile, while adding the buttercream, I sprinkle some cake that I trimmed off from the side into it. So I'll do this to make the buttercream more firm. More firm. We're just trying to make it more firm, you know. So that's what I'm doing here. That's what I did there. So that is it. That is it. So the next step right now is just to fine tune it to make it smooth. You know, buttercream cannot hide any inadequacy. It won't hide it. Just like maybe unlike when you are doing whipped cream or buttercream cake, fondant will not hide it. It will show what is underneath. If it's not straight, but fondant will show it because there's no way you cover it. So try to fine tune it. Don't rush your buttercream don't rush your fondant decoration at all. Okay now. So here is the rolling out of the fondant. You can see it's wonderful. You can see. So I'll be doing the paneling method there. So I've attached the upper top to it. You can see that I've attached it to it. So I'm trying to. So I use water on the edges and a brush so that the wrap can stick to it. Yeah, when I was picking up the fondant, I don't know the camera is not on, so that place really skipped off. I'm so sorry. So I just pick up the full fondant and attached it to the buttercream, to the cake. You can see. So that is just what I did there. So I'm trying to make it straight. So you place a ruler at the edge and cut off the excess. You cut off the excess like that, just to bring out the straight line like that. You can see that. Yeah. So you now use your spatula to just arrange it like that, so it will go in like that. So just smoothen it out, make it stick as much as possible. You massage the cake with the, and see, with your smoother you massage the cake. Yeah, so that is it. So due to the design, we'll be adding another grain to it. So that's it. That's how I picked the white the other time. So I picked the green also, trying to adjust it and make it stay aligned with the white. That's it. So depending on your design, you can add another layer again if that is what your design calls for. So that is it. So easy to do. Practice makes perfection. So by the time you do it one second time, you won't be that scared again. So I'm trying to massage the cake just to make it lay well on the cake. So you cut out the excess, placing a long ruler and cutting. So please be careful, don't cut into the cake. So you can see the other excess in, you carefully remove it to give a straight line. a straight finishing. So that is it. That is it. If it's not straight, you check all over again and do it and cut off the excess. Cut it off. So that is that about the edge. There are so many ways of doing the edge, the last part. This is one way of doing it. Except for to do the draping method, you always have the closing point for paneling. There's always a closing point. So I'll use a straight line to cover it just like a decoration so as not to leave that side open. So that is the straight fondant, the straight rope. I'm adding little water to it. So just to make it like a design, but at the same time covering the opening, covering the opening like that. So you can use a mold, a chain mold, a ball mold, anything just to mm, cover that line. So quickly I'll be using edible spirit to clean off the sugar, icing sugar dust on it. Also you can use a steamer. You can use a steamer to do that. So just add little edible spirit in a cup with a brush and brush off. This edible spirit do dry off quickly and it's edible and it's safe. It's not the methylated spirit, please. So that's our final outlook. So beautiful. So we printed out the ball picture and the 10 figure 10 and Ronaldo. So just like the boy said, I want a football 10 cake. Ronaldo, I like Ronaldo. So we did it. So you can see that. So we added gold ball beside just to make it pop. So that is it, and I use the alphabet cutter to cut out the name Daniel. So that is it. That is it. So beautiful and lovely. So thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe, and do join us for in our next video for more decoration. Thank you so much. This is Bake Easy with JD. I love you. Bye bye. See you in our next video.